What is going on out there, good people, and welcome back to LMD Trading, where I am living my dream trading. I hope everybody out there is doing well. As for myself, I am doing pretty good. Just trying to get over a cold that I picked up somewhere between Lisbon, Portugal, and Dallas, Texas. Those were the two cities I had been visiting the past couple of weeks. Got home earlier this week and have pretty much been in the bed every day this week dealing with this doggone cold. Today is about the first day that I am somewhat feeling better. So I did get up this morning and I did trade. Decent morning session of trading. Was up pretty good in this particular account. I gave most of it back, and then I took another trade and I made back pretty much everything that I had lost. And then I said I was done, and I actually stuck to my guns and I didn't take any more trades. For that, I am proud, because trading definitely lets you know whether or not you're a disciplined person. Me personally, I know that I am not a disciplined person overall. And trading will just magnify that to the umpteenth. So I'm working on that. I'm working on that in life in general, because it will make me a better person overall if I can become more disciplined in trading. That will bleed off into my regular life. I can become more disciplined in things as simple as drinking water, y'all. I don't drink no water, and I try to put these drink water regimens together, and I'm not disciplined enough to stick with it. So if I could become disciplined in trading, it's going to help me drink more water. It's going to help me work out more. It's just going to help me overall. But let's go ahead. Let's take a look at these numbers. We're going to be reviewing trades for February 16th, 2024. I got to give a shout out to my one and only Junior. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday, my boy. I know you out there enjoying your day, because it is your day. So enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. But let's look at these numbers. Gross P&L, $29.39.50. We gave back $1,614. That left us with a net profit of $1,325. That was trading at a 63.77% accuracy. Took a ton of trades, y'all. Took a ton of trades. Average winning trade 66.81. Average losing trade 73.36. So we see that we were trading less than 1-to-1. Average winning trade 245. Average losing trade 420. Ouch. Like I said, I was green pretty good, and then I took a boneheaded trade, and it just literally smacked all the wind out of my sails. I ended up getting back on the right side of the trade and made that money back. And then that's how we ended up finishing green on the day. Let's go ahead. Let's bring charts up. And we're going to run through these real quick. Let's see. If you notice, I have a slightly different layout now. I kind of changed my charts around a little bit. I got a 200 and a 500 tick chart that's right in front of me. Big charts. 2 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute over here. 3 smaller ones. That way I can kind of see what the time-based charts are doing. And then I got my tick charts here. This particular chart here, I can swap that. I can change that to a 60 minute if I want to see what the higher time frame is doing. If I want to see what a 4-hour chart is doing, that's letting me see what the 4-hour chart is doing. So this layout just kind of helps me to be able to get a somewhat bigger picture. But let's go ahead. Let's bring up the 5 minute. We'll blow that one up. We'll take this out to about 7:30 or 7. And this is what the market did today, y'all. Coming into 7 o'clock, this is when most retail brokerage houses will let the retailers trade. So like Thinkorswim, you can't trade pre-market until 7. So you'll normally get a little bit more volume coming in right there. But we see 8:30. Not sure what report this was. I've been out of the market pretty much all this week, but we see sold off right down to this hourly 50 level, tried to come back up, big flush back down. 10 o'clock kind of bounces, makes this move back up, gets above this 4-hour level, trades up to that 4-hour level, trades back up to the hourly 50 EMA, and just kind of chops around, sells off around 1 o'clock with a decent sell-off, makes this move back up to hourly 50 EMA, 2 o'clock, gives up the ghost. But notice these 4-hour levels that I like to keep on my chart, and I found these just looking at the 4-hour chart and just mapping them out. We kind of just worked our way around those and then finally kind of just sold off end of the day. And then right here, this is markets closed. We just kind of flatlining basically, but that's what it did today. Let's go ahead. What do we got? We got MNQ pulled up. I was kind of trading between MNQ and NQs today. Once I would get some profit, I would kind of switch over to MNQ to kind of try to lock and hold and then flip flop. Let's look at this first one though that we took. We went long right here, right around 10 after 8 this morning. On my tick chart, I'm always playing with stuff, y'all. I got rid of a few of the moving averages and I added a 50 EMA that is locked into the 200 tick and then a 200 SMA. And I found that 50 EMA, it works pretty good to just kind of notice how we just stand below it. And then once you get back above it, it's just above it. So these are those are moving averages that you're seeing on the chart today. I took this long. It's not much room in this long. It's going to reject that 200. That's how I have to look at that. So let's look. Entry was 805. It's 810. That's like 5 points in that move. It wasn't really a good trade, y'all. And then if you go down and you look at the chart directly below it, which is the 500 tick chart, notice my entry was right at the 50 on the 500. So looking at these two charts that's directly in front of me, it's bad entry right there. Look at how it rejected, it broke it and rejected. What makes you think that it's going to break it this time, LMD? It just tanked. So I stop out, I take my stop, take my medicine, and I go short. But I go short. This makes a move down. I take my stop to break even, or not even break even, a little in profit. This thing stops me out and gives up the ghost. This thing literally, y'all, goes from 991 down to 941. That's 50 points. This candle is at 8:29 and 45 seconds. This candle is at 8:30 and 3 seconds. It's 15 seconds. The reason I did that is because this was right when a report was coming out at 8:30. So what's that? 15 seconds before the report comes out, it makes the move. I get my stop inside of profit just a little bit. This thing would have never stopped me out, and it just tanked. Like, dude, that was nice. And look at where it tanks to, y'all. That 4-hour level. Just kind of chops around. Let's keep going. This is another bad trade, y'all. It's another bad trade. Let's come on over. Actually, we'll blow up. We'll blow up the 50 or the 500. Look at this, y'all. We're going long. If I go long right here, my target has got to be that 4-hour level. You would look at this chart and you would just clearly think that I made a mistake and went long when I should have been going short. I don't see nothing on this chart that's telling me that I should be going. And let me see. Trying to look at this on the 2-minute chart. Yeah, look at the 2-minute chart, upper right. Nothing is saying go long other than if I'm thinking that this is going to bounce. But there's nothing saying that this is going to bounce. I'm sure if I take this over to 8:30, every single chart is going to be red. And watch this, y'all. I'm going to back these out for like the previous 30 minutes. So let's highlight, and crosshairs should all be aligned. Yep. Only chart that's green is the 15-minute, and it's on the verge of flipping red. So I go long right there. This thing does exactly what it's supposed to be doing. Keeps on flushing down. I stop out. Good stop. Take your stop. Take your medicine. Bad trade. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I go long. Let's come on over. Now see, this chart right here should have flipped. So let's do something. This chart is not flipping colors right. So we're going to change it. Yeah. So it's set to 15 and 30. That's for a higher time base. So I'm going to set that to 10. Set that to 20. Boom. Boom. There's the flip. So now this one is flipping colors when it's supposed to flip colors. But market kind of flips. We get back above the 50. I go long. Decent play. Trade this back up to where? The 4-hour level. This thing does what it's supposed to do. Comes up to the 4-hour level. I don't get out. And I let this thing come all the way back down and basically stop me out flat. Looking at this, y'all. If I'm trading the chart, which I always like to say that I'm doing, the smart play, that's a good entry. You got in on the flip. You got in, you waited till it was above the 50. Now, get out of this thing if it does not break this 4-hour level. Comes up to it, doesn't even peekaboo it, just comes up and flushes back down. At worst, get out on that candle right there. Get out on that candle. Even looking at the 500 tick chart, just that really was not a bad, wasn't a good managed trade. Didn't manage that trade good. So let's keep going. Boy, oh boy, why are you taking these longs? We go long again. 200 is red. 500 is red. We'll drag this out a little bit, drag that out a little bit. 2 minutes red, 5 minutes red, 15 is on the verge of going red. And we go long. Again, if I take this long, I'm always looking at where my target is going to be based on a moving average or a price level. That's my target right there. My stop has to be right there. I ride this out for far too much. Let's see. 926. That's 15 points. So this was if you come over and you look on my dome, you'll see that 15 points is just a generic stop. I ride this out for a full 15 points. Stop should have been right there. So 926, stop should have been 926 points. 6 points. Horrible, horrible, horrible. One thing, watch this. Let's go extended line. Let's go from there to there. So this is breaking the trend line, and just bad business. Bad business. Bad business. Let's drop that one right there. So again, you look at this and be like, oh, that's a nice short right there. And look where I get out at, right where it's going to kind of bounce back off of that trend line. So we took that L. Let's keep going. See, I think that was it. Yeah, that was it. Did we take any more when the market opened? I don't think so. Let me pull up my trades real quick. See what time the last trade that we took. Took NQs after the market opened. Switch on over. We'll take a look. Take a couple of peeks at these NQ trades. But yeah, just bad right there on them MNQs. Good thing I was doing was I'd take a trade with MNQ, and when that one didn't work, then I'd go back and I'd take a trade with an NQ. And just like, I might lose 30 bucks, 15 points on an MNQ, and then I'd hammer in on an NQ and get paid. It was crazy how that worked. So these were the trades I took MNQ. Let's go ahead. Let's bring this over real quick. This is where we made money at. This is where we made money. So we were losing a few dollars trading trading MNQs, and then we'd make it back trading NQ. So I go long. It's a good entry. I like that. Why is my computer just froze up? Where's my mouse? What's going on, y'all? Okay, there we go. I go long. One thing, got an intraday level right here. I'm not sure if I put this on before or after the trade, but as always, I'm looking for targets. So my target's going to be 200 unless we can break it, come back, retest, and then go. So we break it and we fail. This comes back down. I didn't put my stop in place. It stops me out, and then it goes. Now, this the one that I get clipped on, y'all. I was up pretty good at this point. Yeah, I was up like 1,200 bucks. And then I literally got smacked on stupidity. So let's look at this. And I think I need to change my battery in my mouse, because my mouse keeps freezing. But so long, makes the move, rejects. I get out. It breaks it. Again, I want to see a break, a retest, a go. I get long. This comes back. I average in. It's bad. Why are you averaging into a losing position after it has failed the 200? Kind of bounces. I get another one. Oh, you big dummy. Now you got a supply line coming in, this red box that's still valid right now. It has not broken it because it's still like fully colored in. So comes up, rejects the 200, pushes back down. And this is just horrible, y'all. I average in one more time. Now, the chart has flipped red. That's not good. It's below the 200. That's not good. Now it's gotten below the 50. That's even worse. And you average in, and then I stop out when it breaks this demand line. Once that happens, go short, and I hammer in, y'all. And these are NQs. I hammer in, makes this pop up, and boom, I get the move that I'm looking for. Trading this back down to this intraday line, which at this point I know that this one is on the chart. Comes down, kind of chops around, moves back up, makes this move down. When this breaks and goes down, I get my stop in place. This comes back up, stops me out. And that trade there, I make $240 per entry right there, per entry, and make back everything that I lost on that previous trade. So previous trade, I was up 1260. I take this trade and now I'm only up 130. And then I take this trade and I'm up 1325. And that's where I finished the day at. I was done. Didn't take no more trades after that. But look at that exit. It comes back up. Would have had me in the red. And then it just makes another move down. But that's what we did today. Not some of my best trading, but by far not some of my worst trading because I finished green. But we'll be ready Tuesday. Good weekend, hopefully, to kind of totally shake this cold that I have. And be ready to see what the market offers on Tuesday. Probably try to get a video done for a couple of magnet to 50 plays that I took over the past week or two. Two of them worked out pretty good. One of them I got out early. One of them I'm still in that's red right now, but that's the beauty of the magnet to 50. You take a red trade, it is what it is. Take a green trade, it's going to make up for about 3 red trades. So that's the beauty of the magnet to 50 strategy. But on that note, we're going to go ahead. We're going to wrap this one up. As always, thanks for checking me out. If you hadn't hit that like button already, now would be a great time to do so. If you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. And as always, we can continue the conversation in the comments section. We are over 900 subscribers, y'all. I appreciate every single one of y'all that's out there. We are slowly making our way to one of the big goals of being a YouTuber. Let me add that to it. To being a YouTuber is 1,000 subs. We are getting there, y'all. We so close. So if you know anybody that might like this content, by all means, let them know. And as always, thank y'all. And on that note, I'm out of here. Peace.